Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
How much of a tip should we leave?
Not more than $1. The service was slow and the soup was cold.
Where does this conversation probably take place? Number 2.
What time's the mail delivered?
It usually comes by lunchtime, but not always.
What does the woman mean? Number 3.
Would you like me to get you some coffee?
Not now, thanks. Maybe later.
What does the woman want? Number 4.
Let's go for a walk at the beach today.
Why not? It's too nice to stay indoors.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Wasn't the anthropology lecture fascinating?
Fascinating? It was too long and drawn out for me.
How did the man feel about the lecture? Number 6.
I found my briefcase.
Just a moment. That's my briefcase. Yours is smaller, isn't it?
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
That's a nice cake. Did you make it yourself?
Not exactly. My roommate helped with the frosting.
What does the woman mean? Number 8.
The board is really going to regret its decision.
I'll say.
What does the man mean? Number 9.
Are you attending the planning committee meeting later?
Only if I have to.
What does the woman mean? Number 10.
Have you completed the paper for history class?
No, I just can't seem to get things done on time.
What does the woman mean? Number 11.
Was Pam able to get some sleep last night? I know she was really tired.
She was disturbed by the noisy traffic.
What does the man say about Pam? Number 12.
Why do you want to go into this store?
They sell shoes here, don't they?
What does the woman imply? Number 13.
Alice was so angry when the toaster that she bought didn't work.
She certainly was, and she made the sales clerk refund her money.
What does the man say about Alice? Number 14.
Would you tell me what time the dormitory doors will be locked?
No problem. In fact, I can give you a copy of the dormitory rule book.
What does the man want to know? Number 15.
The history assignment was difficult. I worked all night and couldn't finish it.
You worked all night? It took me only 30 minutes.
Why is the man surprised? Number 16.
You must be able to type 50 words per minute for this job.
Oh, I can do that easily.
What does the man mean? 17.
I've run out of time. Can we finish this tomorrow?
Great. I'll see you then.
What is the man's problem? Number 18.
Are there enough drinks in the refrigerator?
Enough? Any more and we'll need another refrigerator.
What does the man imply? Number 19.
Do you think Carl is guilty or innocent?
She insists that she didn't take the money, but that's hard to believe.
What does the man mean? Number 20.
Do you know which students have completed the assignment?
I should check off the names of the students as they turn it in.
What does the man mean? Number 21.
You don't really seem to care about how you do in this class.
But nothing's more important to me than this class.
What does the woman mean? Number 22.
Are you going to the football game on Saturday? It's going to be a great game.
I really wish I were.
What does the woman mean? Number 23.
The technology of microcomputers is increasing at a rapid pace.
This means that the prices should come down as a result.
What does the man mean? Number 24.
I hope Paul's graduate research project is going well.
He isn't at all dissatisfied with his findings.
What does the woman say about Paul? Number 25.
Can I still get dinner in the cafeteria tonight?
If you get in line quickly.
What will probably happen soon? Number 26.
Is the security guard going to let us in?
I doubt it. His job is to prohibit unauthorized personnel from entering the test site.
What does the man mean? Number 27.
Do you think that it was Sally who broke the vase?
If she had done it, I'm sure she would have told you.
What does the woman mean? Number 28.
Was Roger upset when he heard the news?
Oh, he really fell apart.
How did Roger feel? Number 29.
I haven't taken the introductory course, but I've decided to take the advanced course anyway.
I think you're putting the cart before the horse.
What does the woman mean? Number 30.
It took me almost an hour to get here on that bicycle.
So you haven't sold your bicycle.
What had the man assumed? Now we will begin Part B with the first conversation. Questions 31 through 34. Listen to a conversation about a college course.
Hi, Mike. I've been trying to get in touch with you. I wanted to ask you about the Introduction to Sociology course you took last semester with Professor Patterson.
Why did you want to know about that course?
Well, Professor Patterson is teaching it again next semester, and I think I might take it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not? Was it a terrible course?
All the professor did was lecture day after day after day. He's a good enough lecturer, but I prefer courses where the students can participate more. I found it quite boring.
That course doesn't sound so bad to me. In fact, I like that kind of course. You can listen to the professor's ideas and not feel any pressure to come up with something to say.
Well, then maybe this course is for you.
Number 31. Who is taking part in this conversation? Number 32. Why does the woman want to talk with Mike? Number 33. What kind of course does the man prefer? Number 34. How does the woman feel about Professor Patterson's course? Questions 35 through 38. Listen to a conversation about a new solar energy plant.
I was reading in last night's paper that the utility company wants to build a solar energy plant in the desert, not far from here.
Do you think that's a good idea?
A good idea? It's a great idea. Solar energy is the energy of the future. It's clean, it's safe, and it's abundant. What could be better?
Won't the utility company just raise our rates to pay for this new plant?
Well, the newspaper said that the utility company would need extra money to get the plant going, but in the long run, rates would be lower. And to have a constant supply of energy, that's a small price to pay.
I'm not convinced that the price will be small.
Number 35. How did the man learn about the new solar energy plant? Number 36. Where will the solar energy plant be constructed? Number 37. According to the man, what is a benefit of solar energy? Number 38. How does the woman feel about the proposed solar energy plant? This is the end of Part B. Go on to the next page. Now we will begin Part C with the first talk. Questions 39 through 42. Listen to a man talking to a group of students.
Hello, I'm John Rogers, the manager of the student bookstore. All of you have been selected to work part-time in the bookstore while you are completing your university studies. One of the first things I need to do is prepare a work schedule, and I need 2 pieces of information from each of you in order to make up the schedule. First of all, I need to know the hours you are free to work. Each of you will be assigned 20 hours of work per week, and those hours could be any time that the bookstore is open, on weekdays, in the evenings, or on weekends. I would like each of you to write down for me the hours when you have classes so that I will know when you are free to work. The second piece of information that I need is your job preference. Most of the jobs that are available are working as a cashier or stocking shelves with books. There are also a few positions working in the business office. Please write down which jobs you would prefer. I cannot promise that everyone will get the first choice when I make the schedule, but I will do what I can.
Number 39. Who is John Rogers? Number 40. What does John Rogers need to do now? Number 41. What does John Rogers need to know? Number 42. Which is not mentioned as a possible job open to the students? Questions 43 through 46. Listen to a talk given by a woman.
Did you know that those large plastic soda bottles that are so common today can actually get recycled into soft, warm, cuddly jackets and blankets with the feel of fleece? These bottles have generally been dumped into landfill rather than recycled, but now that's beginning to change. In this recycling process, the bottles are gathered at a plant, cleaned, and then crushed into tiny chips. The chips are melted and then shaped into long threads. These threads are spun into yarn and knit into cloth. It can then be dyed and made into fabric. The outcome of this process is a soft and warm cloth that can be made into items of clothing or blankets. It seems rather incredible that plastic soda bottles can be turned into something so soft and warm. I think that all of you should look for some of these products in stores and purchase them. They are great products, and they are great for the environment at the same time.
Number 43. What is the topic of the talk? Number 44. In the past, what commonly happened to the soda bottles? Number 45. What can be made out of the soda bottles? Number 46. What does the speaker recommend? Questions 47 through 50. Listen to a talk on the first transcontinental railroad.
The importance to the United States of the first transcontinental railroad cannot be overrated. This railroad had a profound effect on many aspects of American life, on communication, on transportation of agricultural products and livestock to market, and the settlement of the West, to name a few. But it was no easy feat to build such a railroad. The first transcontinental railroad was undertaken in 1862 by two competing railroad companies. The Union Pacific started in Omaha, Nebraska, and moved westward. The Central Pacific began in Sacramento, California, and moved eastward. Of the two, the Central Pacific had the more difficult task because it was faced with traversing the Sierra Nevadas. To lay tracks across these mountains, workers had to carve out footpaths on steep mountain faces and then use dynamite to blast out access for the railroad tracks. After years of dangerous and exhausting labor, the workers from the Central Pacific met up with the workers from the Union Pacific near Ogden, Utah on May 10, 1869. In an exuberant ceremony, the last of the tracks was nailed to the ground with a golden spike. The completion of the railroad marked the beginning of a new era in transportation.
Number 47. Who built the first transcontinental railroad? Number 48. What was difficult about the job the Central Pacific workers had to complete? Number 49. How long did it take to complete the first transcontinental railroad? Number 50. What happened at the ceremony marking the completion of the railroad?